Hello and welcome to another episode of our Cologne Capture series. It's day 2 at De Mexico and I'm delighted to be joined by Victoria from Ginger May.
Lovely to be here.
How are you?
Very good, yes. Didn't go out last night, never do, so feeling fresh as a daisy this morning, unlike many people at the conference.
Yeah, it definitely seemed a little bit quieter at the start of day 2 than day 1.
Some very poorly heads around the conference, it's fair to say.
I'm feeling quite smug with myself
Me
as well.
Me too. We can join the smug club.
Great stuff. And what would be really good to find out is if anyone's not familiar with Ginger May, what you guys do.
We are a global PR and communications business. So this is a real specialism of ours, ad tech, but we are B2B tech first and foremost, work across sustainability tech. We work across things like financial tech and, like I say, media advertising as well. So we've been going 15 years. It started with just me and a very small child underneath my desk, and we are approaching 50 people now.
Wow.
We're doing programs across kind of 15 countries, all thought leadership based. So you have to start with thought leadership. And what I mean by that, by the way, is it's such a ubiquitous term, but that means what is the essence of you? So if I was to take Sphere, I'd be like, what really makes you stand out? What makes you stand out from your competitors? Why are companies choosing to work with you versus any other business? So that is what we do. We take businesses in and we really look at that point and we articulate basically why they are absolutely brilliant. And then we roll that out into mostly earned PR. And this is really important. So earned PR is where you have a journalist endorsing you and saying we want to work, we're actually going to place coverage in a publication, and then we will also, if clients ask us to, write for them for things like paid placements as well. So we're differentiating very clearly from that, because at the moment the market is very commingled, but that is really where we stand out first and foremost, and our clients understand that difference very, very clearly, because you get kudos from working with journalists. So journalists are essentially coming to you saying, we want to publish you in our publications and we want you to talk about your tech and why it's different, why it's brilliant, and what's coming down the line as well. So that, in a snapshot, is what we do.
Great. And then what have you and the team been doing then at De Mexico this year? Has it been more business development, so going out trying to find new potential clients to work with, or is it more servicing the existing clients?
I have been flat out just talking to clients. So we have about 25 clients here.
Wow.
So we've got a team of 6, and we have literally just been doing back-to-back interviews, things like podcasts, talking to journalists, bringing journalists onto booths to talk to our clients. We've just been having a chat with a client about who wants to exit. So we've just been talking to them about investor relations. Amy, who's our managing director, and myself have been talking to him about that. So it has literally just, no time for business development at all, if we wanted to do it. And it'd just be quite nice to just go and see, to be honest with you, who's out there and, who is actually operating in the space. But no, all of us are super, super busy. So we did get a chance to go to a party on Tuesday, but that was about it. I met a few people.
Yeah, well, it's networking, right, at the end of the day.
Allegedly, I was going to say allegedly if you've got the time for it, but yes, absolutely. And PR it's such a personal experience, because you are, what we do is we are front of house for clients. So we are representing them. So we have to intelligently represent them. We have to really be able to talk intelligently about their technology. So almost as well, if not better often than a lot of their team members. So what clients say to our team is that we are often more skilled than some of their team members who really know it in depth, because we study it every day. We're writing about it in depth, and that really helps you to understand and learn the technology in depth. So a very close relationship is incredibly important.
And what's in line then for you guys for 2025? Is there any plans to continue to grow or launch into different markets?
We are so flat out busy anyway as it is. I get asked this question a lot. Well, I also get the will you sell the business question, which I've always said, no, we're not going to sell the business. It's a really great business. We've always been super busy. We're always at 95% capacity or more. So no plans to do anything more, to be honest with you. We want to be able to service the clients we've got. We've got a really great director team. We could expand, we could double or triple, but I think that would compromise our service to clients. So unlike you guys, I know that, Ed's got great plans. You've gone to the US, you've done an amazing job there. We are present in many countries, but I think for us, we want to serve those clients that we work with already the best we can. But I think 2025 is, just to answer your question, because the other side of it is, I think it's going to be quite a big year. So it has been a little bit bumpy for a lot of people this year. We've heard a lot of it, lots of people that are looking for roles. But I'm good friends with a number of investors, so I talk to them regularly to get that pulse of what is happening in the investment market, and the investment has been down this year, but I heard from a very trusted source that Q4 is going to be big, so a lot of due diligence is going through at the moment, but they're expecting to see a lot of deals, and I think what that will do is inject a lot of confidence in the market. So I think 2025 will really see that uptick, which you often get anyway after a recession. We had a technical recession in Q1 in the UK, and a lot of the European markets had the same thing, so I think we'll see that really roll out into 2025. So that would be my kind of prediction for what's going to happen for the market in general. And I think what we're also seeing is retail media is very sexy and exciting. So we are seeing a lot of companies approaching us at the moment in that space. We've got 2 clients actually from Australia who sit in that space. They're absolutely amazing companies. So we're super excited to work with them. So we're watching that and watching. What you tend to see is a lot of companies bubbling up. The competitor set comes up. But often we've got 2 or 3 of them approach us at the same time, which is always very interesting when you feel like you're being courted by a group of the same kind of businesses. But yes, that is, I think that would also be my prediction for 2025, is watch this space in retail media.
Great. And my final question for anyone thinking about coming to Mexico next year.
Yep.
What advice would you give them?
Flat shoes, pack your own lunch, which is what all the team did this year, because the queues for the lunch hall are hideous. But seriously, you have to prepare. So you have to get weeks ahead of Mexico. So I think the people that I've seen that have really smashed it, and it really is only day one. Day one is the big day. Booking lots of meetings. You need to be getting your meetings in like 2-3 months beforehand. There's a saying that you meet people in Cannes and then you close the deal into Mexico, and that really is true. So into Mexico, you get a lot of the C-suite. So you've got a lot of, I've just met the COO of one of our businesses. So you get all of the senior leaders there, and they want, particularly the German teams, want to meet you in person, check you out, and then a lot of IOs will get signed. So, but that is only going to happen if you pre-prep. So, a lot of our clients, they're meeting people in Cannes, literally booking those meetings in July, ready for September, 2.5 months in advance. And if you do that, you will have a fantastic event. And it has been busy, so we don't want it any busier. We have been flat out, and like I say, there's 6 of us on the ground, and we have not had a chance to do anything other than just talk to clients and deal with the journalist briefings and interviews that we've been managing. So yeah, you need to get pre-prep, bring enough people, flat shoes, keep your energy levels going. Don't eat too much bread and drink all the beer on day one. Otherwise, you'll be dead on day 2.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more about. I said the flat shoes, comfortable shoes,
really
rather than wearing a new pair.
Yeah.
There's a lot of walking, and it's a big old.
It's a huge centre, right? It's like an aircraft carrier. Well, multiple aircraft carriers, and you're walking up and down all day long. So yes, you're absolutely right. A pair of trusty old trainers is exactly what you need.
Okay, amazing. Well, thanks so much for coming on the podcast.
Thank you.
Best of luck with the rest of day 2, and look forward to seeing the continued growth.
Lovely.
May.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Victoria.
Thanks. Bye.